We're ready to play some Silent Hill 2. Is anybody going to be playing along today? Are there any Silent Hill fans out there that have been eagerly awaiting what's going on with this? There must be a couple of you, right? I'll have another sip of my tea before we get going. It's very refreshing. Lemon and ginger. It's just not a combination I have enough unless I'm sick. Alright. Let us begin. New game. Oh, we got more. I thought we were set. Okay, this is the combat and puzzle challenge option. We've been seeing this a lot with, like, Sony games. They seem to have this set. And we've kind of set everything else up already, so here we go. Had a massive amount of rain last night, so, like, feels very fitting to be playing a game about humidity. Let me know if the audio needs to come up or anything once it gets going. Sorry, I'm gonna try not to make weird sounds into the mic if I can help it. Excuse me. I didn't get necessarily like a shader pre-compilation setup when we started the game that I know of. There was a very long loading screen that may have just been masking that. So I'm not sure if we've done shader stuff yet, or maybe it's doing it now. Yeah, I don't think that was long enough to be that. It's just a normal loading screen. Okay, I've pressed the any button. I almost think I should hide my camera. Ugh. Hand looks so squishy. Hi, coffee. You know what's wild is this kind of feels a bit like an even more high-res version of the original game's cutscenes, but the whole game is the cutscenes. Maybe that's what they were going for. I like that little contour of light on the edge of the sink there.
Mary. Could you really be in this town?
I approve of the soundtrack so far. I feel like James looks very different from the original game, but maybe it's because I've gotten older. I thought he looked like a early 50s kind of guy, and now he looks, I don't know, 20 years younger to me.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
Man, this is
You
weird.
promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there.
Not bad
now,
weird, just like surreal.
in our special place. Waiting for you.
I feel like I'm time traveling sort of in a weird way, like in a parallel dimension.
I got a letter. said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous.
Is he giving a little David Duchovny?
That's what I keep telling myself.
Like early 2000s David Duchovny?
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
Poor James. Poor Mary.
So then why am I looking for her?
Because you miss her a lot.
Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Oh, did they do the thing? They did do the thing. That was a nice seamless transition there. I like that. Now, I should qualify, it's been many years since I've played Silent Hill 2. I've completed the game multiple times, but it was like when I was in my early 20s. So like literally 20 years ago now. I'm just kind of taking in the scenery. The trees look fantastic. They're soft and the lighting looks just right, and they're sort of blown out in bloom at the top. It looks very crisp. Crisp pine. Oh wow, he actually impacts surfaces. The material composition looks very good. Little Debras kicking out from under the dumpies. Sorry, I'll never say that again. As tempting as it is. Do not overfill. Place on flat ground. They've even got the little diagrams. All right. Yeah, you said something before, like, it's a nice project, like, tech demo kind of thing, and I feel like maybe 5 years ago somebody would have uploaded something like this as, like, an Unreal 4 engine project to try to recreate the intro. Except now it's the whole game. Map of South Vale collected. Very nice. Can I get in close? Yeah, I can. You know, it'd be hilarious as if it was like the map on Doom, and you could like spin in place and watch the arrow go crazy. Maybe take a little bit of the tension out. Yep. I've got like a lunge on B. If I press, what was that, Y? I get health drink and syringe inventory. My left bumper is my run control. I wonder why that's pulled up. Well, that's an interesting point. Yeah, there may be some mods for this eventually. I just had this strange feeling that I was playing Resident Evil 4 Remake just now when I came down this with the muddy path ahead. It could be the back of Leon S. Kennedy's head. Very strange feeling. Yeah, everything old is new again. It's really wild. The amount of games that have come back around from my childhood / early adulthood. I'm one of those people that's actually not that against it. I'm kind of fine with it. I'm curious what would have happened had they not taken this approach. What other series might be going now. But I think it's really cool to be able to point at one thing and the other and kind of draw comparisons between artistic approaches and all. Sorry, I'm looking down too much. I'm obsessed with the leaves and such. There was a time when leaves used to just be this really flat, pre-baked lighting kind of mess. And now you can kind of see detail in all of it. It's got all the little particulate debris and twigs clearly defined. I mean, you still got some billboarded grass here and there, which is not the best looking, but nobody's really paying attention at this point. It's really all about the overall scene. Hey, look, some fog. By virtue of fog being quite hard to render, I imagine this game is going to run, well, a little bit poorly on computers that aren't up to spec. And I think mine's getting there itself, because I'm running this at about 40 in 1080p on a 2080 Ti. I think I might also be a little CPU limited here, too. There may be other stuff I can tweak and kind of push it back into 60 range, but we'll see. I'll do another session offline where I play around with it a little. Sorry if you're getting upset that I'm walking really slowly. I'm just taking in all the scenery, that's all. I really like looking at nature in video games. It's always really cool to watch how they've done it all. Ooh, that's some nice fog right there. Yeah, that's a good point, Rye. I thought I was gonna have to dodge a boulder. I don't know how much they've changed from the original game, actually, or I guess they've kind of worked along with it. But as I said, I don't really remember a ton of specifics beyond the general contours of the game. Yes, that's correct. Transparency is very expensive. Yeah, the difference is, back in the day, you couldn't see through the fog. It was essentially, well, you could see through a little of it, and then it was just the drop-off of where the rendering field happened. Now we're actually seeing into the fog quite a ways, and just have to also parse and render all of the layered volumetric fog. How quaint. A well of blood. Otherwise known as a save spot.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
That's not good. He's got very lustrous hair, doesn't he? Oh man, I actually know what that curve looks like to get that reflectivity. It's so shiny. He must have a good conditioner. Oh, that's a good shot. The steeple there. Tall and narrow, silhouetted against the fog. Mirroring the top of the gate.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it loud enough for
I'll
you?
be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for...
Sorry, I was just upping the volume there. It actually pauses when you take focus off, so you can actually just get a still frame there.
someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too.
Cutscene's locked to 30, by the way.
I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Is that a little better?
Did you want anything else?
No, it's just... this fog. Does it seem unsettling to you?
I guess. It's just through the gate and down the path. You'll get there in no time. Good luck finding the one you're looking for.
Yeah, I should probably get going.
Ooh, that stonework looks really nice. It's so mildewed looking. Wood looks like Kratos is going to come punching out of it at any moment. I've been playing too much God of War. Almost looks like a real place I've been. I'm noticing these details, like, you see there's some tire treads with puddles in them specifically. It's like a subtle thing that you might not pay attention to, but yeah, it's very likely there would be cars coming up and down that, and they would leave divots, which would then collect water, so... just a thoughtful way of going about that. And this looks just a bit like some areas of upstate New York. Corn. I played a whole game about corn. It was very strange. It was called Maize. M-A-I-Z-E. Yeah, ATVs for maintenance, exactly. What kind of reflection do we have here? Can we tell? Well, ray tracing is turned off at the moment. I guess we just got some sort of really abstracted cube map thing going on. Hey, Fabazy, nice to see you. Oh. The Scarecrow making leather sounds. I hope one day if they ever decide to remake Silent Hill 1, we can recreate that scene where he's standing outside of a doghouse. And the dog is... He's like, there's no sign of a dog anywhere, while the dog is jumping behind him at his head. There's some silly memes that have come out of this series. Oh my god, they called it Silent Hill Ranch. That's like that video game. Ram Ranch. I don't suppose we can interact with it in any way, though. That's okay. I'll just keep going. I'm sure there's cool stuff ahead. Oh, it's that van again with the popped windshield wiper. No cup this time. I can't imagine finding 2 white vans with popped windshield wipers. Unless there's like a windshield wiper popping phantom running around. Which is pretty likely, actually, in this area. No, we're gonna pass it by today. Is that what you wear? A pair of Vans and a popped collar? I was gonna say a pop tire. A pop figure. Ooh, mulch. Classic painted on moss. I have no complaints about the environment design. This all seems very good. It's a grain conveyor. I think one of the Saw movies had somebody drown in corn or something. It was very strange. They were like in a grain silo for some reason. It was filling up, and I don't know what I would do in that scenario either. Probably drown in corn, I guess. No, we skipped 1. Went right to 2. People love 2 more. Can I get my feet all mucked up? Not really. It does look almost like it has a veneer of, like, a frozen surface to it slightly. But I don't think it's cold enough here for that. I can't see my breath. I can't really tell what time of year it is. Maybe very early autumn. Like a first week of September kind of thing. That's not really autumn, but you know what I mean. From here, drink. I could use some auto parts, but I don't have any items. Guess I'll have to go this way. Oh, they've got the best auto parts. Well, that's good to know. I hate when I go to places and, like, we only have the worst auto parts. Went to town to get the window fixed. Spare keys in the drawer. Makes sense.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Oh, you can kind of see into the garbage bag. Look at that. Very detailed. Lots of good Debras. This is that, the window they told us about that we'd be pressing A on. So we'll skip and a jump in. Oh, it's very dark. I don't know if you know this about Silent Hill. It's a very dark game, both literally and metaphorically. I have set the contrast in a way that should hopefully still be relatively visible and viewable. Because I really hate when it looks all washed out. But I also hate when you can't see anything. I did it. Metaphor is its own game. I've been hearing very good things about that, actually. I still intend to play the demo at some point. Oh, it played the little chime, but it was very quiet. It's subdued mixing. We've got some rumbling happening in my hand. I think it was the door slamming shut. Just to let you know what the motor is doing when it's actuating. I think the rule is, you know, you first knock, right? And then nobody says anything. And then you shout, just make sure you've been heard. And then if nobody replies, but you have a reason to go in, you try the door? No, wait, it's only if it's ajar. That's it. Never mind, disregard. You never open a door. You only can push it open if it's ajar. You okay there? I pressed A and now he's having like a lot of thinking to do about this tunnel. Guess it's just a place for rumination. Oh, there's lovely clanking coming out and a little bit of Barbara wires. Yeah, I don't know how a door could be ajar or Raven could be a writing desk. There's a lot of weird things like that out there. I feel like Silent Hill got so oversaturated for a while that it almost turned itself into a meme of itself. So now when I see stuff that actually says Silent Hill on it in a game that is Silent Hill, it almost feels like it's a parody somehow, and I know that's not based in anything reality-wise, just in my own head. But I do need to get over that. Don't know why I'm drawn to this. I would have loved it if I could have touched it somehow. Oh, that sign has seen better days. Wow, that sign is entirely gone. And it's so prominent, too. Ooh, soundtrack's giving it. I'm actually gonna turn this up for myself. Oh. I walked through a single spot where it kind of cut out for a moment. Weird. Oh, it's so low. The bands I listen to don't even tune down this far. I'd like you to draw attention toward the incredible patchwork of asphalt that is this road. There is not a single section of it that is simply unadorned. I understand it's all decals and such, but there's also a patchwork of different textures going on in it too. And I have seen plenty of roads that actually look like this. Oh, you can even see it's glossy in some spots and not in others. You can see the softness of the fog as it sort of shifts around. I'm not seeing much in the way of, like, indication that I can interact with it at all. But that might be another level of, well, incredible hardware usage that I don't think we need to do. When I played this game as a kid, it actually genuinely scared the crap out of me. It was very difficult to keep playing it. I felt this certain duty that I needed to finish it to become stronger. I was also compelled to because I just really liked the industrial wildness, the chaos of it all, too. I love the visual design of it, but also it was genuinely terrifying. Ooh, pebbles. Who's parking there? As I got a bit older, though, like, it wore off, and I didn't really find it as terrifying anymore. But I think that's once I started to see behind the veil of, you know, how video games work. That demystified it a bit. But that's not to say you can't still appreciate all the visual design elements and how they all come together. Because they come together very well. The Road Runner. Meep meep. MFer. Huh, there's one little bit of wire sticking up. Okay. Oh. That mailbox is about to give up. You get like a notice from the government. Your mailbox has been deemed unfit to store mail. You have 1 day to replace, or we will replace you. I wonder if higher fidelity graphics make horror games less scary. I actually have thought about that quite a lot. And my general answer is that, for the most part, I think they actually reduce the scariness in a lot of cases. I think when you have much lower fidelity visuals, and I think the PS1 is kind of the sweet spot for this, you have your mind fill in the blanks a lot. And your own imagination is going to be scarier than anything a game can show you for the most part. It's sort of like when you see the alien in Alien. Once you've actually seen what it looks like clearly, it just takes away some of that scare factor now. Because you know what to expect. The more high definition and clear the delineation is of what you're looking at, the less impactful I think it tends to be. That's not to say they can't still be very scary, but I feel like the rule is lower fidelity tends to be better for me. I also remember this being very impressive that it was sort of a free roam area. I thought that was pretty fancy at the time. I mean, obviously, a few games had done this, but a horror game with sort of an open-ish world... It's not open, really, but you know what I mean. It's not literally linear. That seemed like a big deal.
What is this?
It's blood. Ooh, nice greenhouse. Very contrasty. I thought that was a military helmet. Ms. Cassandra, a customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off, looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left, said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted to let you know, since I might be gone by then. Is that his itchy tasty moment? Everyone has one. And then they walk in front of a bus or something. Could you please disable motion blur? Okay. I also think I'm going to turn on dynamic resolution and see what that does, and see if we can get some smoother stuff. Because I've been mostly in the, like, high 40s. I'd like to really be 60, please. What's up with the fog? I could tell you, but I don't know if that's as fun as learning throughout, you know, the context of the game's story. Yeah, it's weed. Sorry, it's just weed. There's a lot of dispensaries around here, and Snoop Dogg had a party really kicked off. And ever since then, the town can't shake it. It's just weed. Public phone. 4 minutes for $1. What a deal. Next, you'll tell me Silent Hill has affordable medical care. We'll have to go by the hospital later and ask. I like how the character model sort of shifts based on pushing into things. It's not always contextually shaped, but at least flat surfaces seem to register appropriately. Still no health drink. Still, oh, maps. Let's see, can we find where we are here, or is there... There's no arrow today. Heaven's Night, Baldwin Mansion Jacks, and Moonlight Grove. Blue Creek Apartments. It's the wrong side of the map. Ah. That's why. I am a fool. Okay, so yeah, we've reached the end of that road. We're gonna go toward Gonzalez's restaurant. Happy Burger. We want to head toward Woodside Apartments, if I remember correctly, so we'll just go straight down this road and make a right and a left. Surely nothing scary will interrupt our path.
More of that stuff.
It's so gelatinous. I actually wanted to go straight here, not turn right. Following the trail of goop. Oh. Huh. Cool. See, this is the thing I think I'm the most interested in out of everything, is how do they depict material design on some of these really abstract scenes that get really wild and out of control and chaotic. Obviously, this is like something that is not outside of the realm of reality, but it is a little monolithic and massive in a way that doesn't seem quite right. And I think that's always been the greatest strength of Silent Hill, is to create a world that is nightmarish but based in some semblance of like jumbled up reality. It's sort of the same feeling the SCP stuff tends to hit for me. There are more buildings you can enter in the remake than the original, which is cool. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I've stayed away from too many spoilers. I obviously have played the game originally, but I don't know what they've done to change a lot of it. I've watched a trailer. I've watched a bit of gameplay from one of the summer events. I don't remember which one now, but it wasn't enough that I really saw too much, though. I think we got to see like a few minutes of combat and walking around somewhere dark, which, fair enough.
Huh.
We will be going into some of these houses, just not most of them. Figure it wouldn't hurt to try a few of the doors just in case. Yeah, based in reality and full of real-life problems. That's the saying. Oh, what happened here? Looks like a transmission leak. Ugh. Somebody's car bled out on the ground over here. Oh. Who's that? Is that Mary? Mary! I'm cold! Probably nothing to be concerned about. Do you have time to
Hey,
have a sip?
wait.
Where did they go? I'm just noticing the way the leaves are flitting about and sort of dancing along the surface. Ooh, good sound. Oh, it'd be so fun if this turns out to just be as good as it seems. I'm still very cautious and guarded in my approach to this. I don't know why we've put this particular game on this high of a pedestal. I agree, it's fantastic. I think it's one of the better horror games out, but I don't know if it should be exalted to the degree that it is. It's definitely good, though. But maybe they've done a great thing here. We'll find out. Oh, I think we're going through this alley. They just want me to follow the path. Hey, 9hertz. Ooh, what's that? Joel has entered chat and does not like this. It's very fungusy looking. Oh, good sound design. You hear that? The pipe is specifically tinkling on the other side of the pipe. Again, this is one of those me things, but I really like a sense of place in the environment like this, where we've got these two solid, tall brick walls on both sides with the fog in front and then this, like, tinkling. It feels very like a real place that I've been. Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. It did inspire tons and tons and tons of things. So maybe once you've inspired so many things, the thing itself becomes higher order in some way or another. Hype for Clock Tower Rewind. I forgot that was happening, actually. If you're getting frustrated that I'm playing so slowly, please just say something. I don't mind. I won't be upset or frustrated or anything. I'm just really enjoying looking at all the material design and kind of checking all the corners as I go. But I can also play faster and I won't be upset. I hear squishing. I am on guard. Oh, postulation. And lamentation. That's almost a loading crevice. Yeah, there's bad stuff going on the other side of this fence. Maybe it's Tim, or Tim's neighbor. What the heck was his name now? I don't remember. Oh, can I get a look over? Oh, they put that bush there specifically to mess me up. Like in American politics. Okay, guess I have to blindly walk through the gate and see.
Hello?
Who's there? Oh, they left. There's a lot of visual diversity in these buildings and their construction as well. So they're giving quite a lot of love each. Seems like we're on the right track. I don't know. Do you think there's something wrong with this town? Pretty standard stuff. Dumpsters still have bugs in them, lots of fog. I've been to towns like this before. Look around to find objects marked by white cloth. Oh, it's okay. I put a little note on them as well, so I don't have to look for the white cloth. We'll just be able to go in. We'll see the icon pop up. So the first thing that I want as a PC mod is the ability to traverse the environment like an actual human would be really fun. If I could clamber over the hoods of cars and, like, fall over a bunch of plastic chairs and bust my ass, that would be really fun. Just ragdoll the shit out of him. But yeah, we'll go in here instead. You're gonna tell me a normal human being, well, maybe not a normal one, would go through that little nook. Oh, it fell. Bad luck. They'd go through that little nook rather than climb over the hood of a car. I don't believe that for a second. I would also recommend to turn off red screen when you get damaged, because it'll become super annoying. Ah, okay. I don't even know where that will be. Is it in... probably in gameplay, right? Low health vignette. Got it. Splatter vignette. On-screen splatter vignette. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I want either of those, to be honest. But I'm glad that we can turn them off. I don't mind having options that seem superfluous so long as I can turn them off. Thank you for the heads up. Did you hear that high-pitched sound? That was great. I'll make a couple of saves and alternate after a while. Sorry, that's why I backtracked on saying James is normal. Oh, the tile floor. It's kind of eating away at the edges. Oh man, I just remembered my playthrough of Alchemilla. Why did I have to remember Alchemilla? The morgue doors puzzle was the worst thing ever. Why is there flashing? Some kind of like Z-layer problem? Oh, I can open little cabinets and stuff? The high-pitched sound. It's so high-pitched. Am I gonna struggle to know when I'm highly damaged if I don't have the vignette on? Oh, SSR glitching, right. Well, SSR should glitch when it's on the periphery of your vision, not when it's right in the center. Right? If it was here, I would understand, but... yeah, whatever. You can tell by the blood the characters start limping more. Okay. Thank you. Oh, the radio. Spooky plant. Oh yeah, how hard do you want me to lean into October spooky games this month? I'm quite happy to go extra hard or not at all hard. I'm kind of flexible. I love spooky games, but if you're sick of them, I don't really mind not playing them either. It's an issue from... they mentioned it in the DF video. Okay. Well, we are playing day one, so things will probably get patched. I won't hold it against them. Bugs are, you know, gonna happen. No big deal. I should mention again, if you like what you're seeing, you can pick up a copy of Silent Hill 2 on Green Man Gaming for 22% off. The link is in chat. Thank you. This is the bit I've seen, actually. You want me to go extra hard? At any given moment, I could probably come up with a list of about 20 scary games I'd like to play.
Stay back.
Oh. I thought I was pressing left trigger first, but no. We're just strictly pressing... okay. Oh, it's spraying a lot. Did I get him?
Is this what I saw in the fog?
No.
Whatever it is, it's not human.
So, that actually had kind of a cool feeling to it. I was a little bit panicked there because I wasn't sure what the combat controls were and they threw them at me suddenly. But it's really simple. It's literally just right trigger. And I was expecting to have to prime my weapon like you often do with the other trigger. So that caught me a little off guard. I can see how I was wounded, by the way. It had a nice flail feeling to it, and the camera was flailing along with it, but not in a way that seemed completely out of control. Just enough to really sell that panic feeling. I'm sure they considered this very thoroughly when they were designing the combat design, and yeah, that seemed alright. Maybe I'll change my tune after we kill 20 of those things, but so far I like that. Very eager to get a flashlight. One of my favorite things about Silent Hill 2 was the way that it had projected shadows back when very few games could afford to do that. And they made really good usage of it, and hopefully they'll do the same here. Oh, a syringe. We love those, I guess. Yep. Do I want to use a syringe? I guess so. I love just using things I find in dilapidated houses. The game is very dark. It's very dark for me as well. You want me to turn the gamma up just for the moment until we get the flashlight? Yeah, you just injected everything in. I think once we're outside, it's not a problem anymore. Who's that? Apartments. What'd you say? Is there individual geometry on his zipper? Please tell me that's faked. Are we at that point now where we have so many faces we can expend that the zipper is individually modeled? Each tooth on it. I don't know that I'll be able to actually tell, but I'm not trying to get a weird crotch shot. I'm just trying to look at the zipper. There's no way I'd be able to tell. Yeah, it's probably just flat. Flat with a bit of fake depth. That would be just so wild, but, you know, it's not that far out of the realm of possibility either. Gotta get that emoji in whenever you can fit it in.
Where are you?
Maybe it's only real for cutscenes. Oh, that would make sense, actually, yeah. Dude, if this was Disco Elysium, we would have like a 25-minute conversation just about this dumpster. And you know I'm not kidding. Bonk! I really like that game. I'm so sorry it took me many years to actually get around to playing it. I am a little bit nervous about how it's going to progress once we get into the, like... I'm assuming there's some combat coming up or something, but... hopefully it's all good. Hey, it's that van again. I think James has, like, a memory lapse about vehicles. He revs like a tiny motorcycle. Is that a clicker? Yeah. Close cover before striking. Don't punch your matches. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I love that he used to notate on the map organically. That was such a smart thing. That was one of my favorite things as well, was to go down a room of, or a hallway full of doors and watch him put little scribbles on all of them. There's so many locked doors. Oh my god. Silent Hill is a world of doors you cannot enter. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. You? Uh-oh. Run away. Joker, Joker, Joker. Cool Martin Street note. Okay. Is there a blood mist happening? Oh, it's the... I forgot they slither like that. I think that's the save point. Radiating light into the fog. Is there any foliage displacement? No, they're just kind of swaying. Swaying and jittering. Soundtrack's absolutely killing it so far. This is what you sign up for when you play Silent Hill. You want to hear screeching, you want to hear low sounds, high sounds, all sorts of gears breaking. And then it really kicks off, and then you get like the steam hissing sounds and pistons going off. It just sounds like you're in an automotive factory or something. It's great. I am tempted to break all the windows. I don't think there's anything in most of them, though. Do I use up my stick? I assume I can't hit things too often. Where does he put that thing? Just kind of slides it into his coat. Talented man. Can we unbar this? How the hell is that even... That's, like, not meant to ever be removed. It's, like, riveted into the bricks. And I guess the only point you could actually affect would be that bolt at the end. You could theoretically slide that out or unscrew it, and then it would unslat. It's very heavy fortification for just a town. Maybe they knew. Maybe the weed smokes made them all go nuts. There he is. Having a little jostle around. I don't know about you, but I'm not a massive fan of the zipper that they made really prominent on them. I get that the figure is supposed to be, they're like, you know, mental patients in a padded room kind of thing. Which is a bit of its time to even do that depiction. And I know the zipper is to further clarify that's the imagery they were going for, but I didn't mind it being ambiguous before. You're a lot faster than I remember. My god. Freaking zooming. Did you see that? Where does he keep that wood when it's not in use? That's what I was asking. Dude's a lumberjack packing wood like that. You can just zoom all day if you want. I don't care. Have a great time. Oh, he's zooming on me, isn't he? No. You're gonna give yourself a rug burn. Or whatever the cement equivalent to that is. Road Rash. Like the motorcycle game for the 3DO. And several other consoles as well. I'm gonna go over here. You worry about that later. No. You missed. You big goof. The flails. Incredible flails. Have we made it to the bar? Lovely cans. You know what's great about this is it's actually stereo positional, and I think it is based on the physics of the cans interacting. So it's like not a faked... Well, I guess it is still an animation. It's not actually happening based on some sort of dynamic undulation, but it looks at least close enough. Okay, we've entered the darkest room of all time. And I guess we're gonna rob the place. Let's try the key. I did it! It's a puzzle. Oh. That very particular radio sound is like, it's so just Silent Hill. Oh, good grunts. Exertion sounds just pretty much killing it. Where's that light coming from? Nowhere. It's for us. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's actually so dark in here I can't see anything. This may be my own fault. Do I know why I needed a coin? I don't remember. I feel like we can go through the back way, right? I'm actually gonna have to turn this up just a little bit. Well, there's a high contrast mode. Oh, right, it's that. I thought it was just, like, changing the contrast itself. Is that somehow under gameplay? I must have just passed. Oh, gamma calibration, right? I turned it up 3 notches. It's like... It's a bit better, actually. It's supposed to be extremely dark, though. A coin with Neely's bar logo. Would HDR help or make it worse? HDR would further add contrast, meaning it would crush the dark scenes even more, I think. It would reduce subtlety in the dark areas, which would probably make it worse, yeah. If my understanding is correct. Okay. So now we head straight on Cat Street. Zoom the other way. Meow. Oh, he knows. How dry can a cleaner really be, anyway? Apparently really dry, like gin. Oh. Really large bug. Super strong, super clean. Wash away the stains of yesterday. I like shorts. Not YouTube ones, though. Oh, I guess you could go through the window or the side. Ooh, wood smell. In March of 1965, the town of Silent Hill was visited by the main... What is that word? Psychical? Maine Psychical Research Association. I read it like 4 times, like... Physical? What? After thorough examination, a team of expert dowsers from the association concluded the area surrounding the now historic Wiltse coal mine to be highly active. They also expressed their hopes for further research and exploration of the gorge. You definitely want to explore the gorge. These hopes, however, were never fulfilled due to the location being restricted as a historic nature preserve, as declared by the Silent Hill Historical Society. Additionally, the idea was met with resistance from the local community. which claimed that the nature of the association's research would hinder tourist activity in the area. Questioning the credibility of our research and hiding behind day trippers seems like an excuse to prevent us from seeing what's really out there, commented one of the researchers. Unfortunately, none of the local representatives were available to comment on the matter. Editors note at the time of publishing, there exists no evidence supporting credibility of radiesthesia or proving effectiveness of any dowsing methods. Opinions expressed in the article do not reflect the author's views. Nice, they're fact-checking. Love that. Hey, they told me there'd be no fact-checking. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that word before, unless it was in the original game, in which case I forgot. I'm sure that they probably stuck pretty close to the original lore and whatever specific information was given to the player. Radiesthesia describes a physical ability to detect radiation emitted by a person, animal, object, or geographical feature. Very interesting. Sounds like something out of Control. Is anybody else kind of like low-key hyped for Control 2 and just keeps forgetting that's a thing that will eventually exist? Probably. You shouldn't say for sure, because maybe it could get canceled, but I think it's a pretty sure thing for the most part. I really didn't expect that to ever get a sequel. I didn't even expect that it would necessarily be that well loved. It was so niche. Really like Control. I still maintain, though, that the game would have been a bit better if it had a lesser emphasis on combat and a greater emphasis on exploration. Its biggest strength was the world building, and, you know, just kind of wandering around the oldest house was really fun. I guess we'll fight you? Sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen? You spit a bunch of crap on me? They're very hardy, these things. Takes a lot to knock them even to the ground. Oh, I see. This is like reinforced looking glass. Right. I'm pretty sure you'd still be able to get through that if you really wanted, but it's okay. Ah, classic scene right there. Hey, 16, I am indeed. It seems quite good, actually. My biggest gripes so far have been the frame rate is a little bit lower than I would have liked, but that's really my own fault for having not a top-of-the-line PC. And there was like a bug with some flickering. And that's not even a problem. I don't care about that. I'd say the atmosphere is pretty much just where it should be. It's very detailed. Can you not read those through it? That's a weird call. They put the open times on the wrong side of the glass, so you can't read them. I'll blame the owner of that shop, though. Oh, I can't go in there. Yeah, my CPU is a little bit on the older side as well, and I'm also streaming, so it's running perfectly acceptably. I'm not saying it's hard to play or anything. It's just not at 60 locked in, which is where I'd love to be all the time. We tend to be vacillating between like 45 and 55, and if I locked it to 30, it would be perfectly smooth. Yeah, streaming is a lot. Tends to put like a high level of stress on the PC anyway, on the CPU. I don't know what the code is, so... They recommend Intel Core i7-8700K and GeForce 2080 RTX. What is a 2080 RTX? I don't even recognize that name. It was like a 2080 and that's it, or a 2080 Super, or a 2080 Ti. There he is. Oh, I just kind of forgot that they added RTX at the beginning sometimes. Oh, does he actually physically IK step over them? Camera's kind of too high to tell. I wanted to see if his foot would actually contour to the position of the corpse, but I don't think it is. I think he's stepping through it. Ooh, that's what I need. Alright, 500 sub goal. Nick builds a new computer. I'd actually need several months of that, I'd say. Oh, that's not a Giga computer at all. That's an old CRT. That couldn't run this game. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just walking. I have turned in the wrong direction. I want to go back to the end of the street and turn left. This game takes place 20 years ago? Yeah, you're right. They'd be playing Quake 3 on that sucker. Just like I was back in the day. Check if there's 4090 there. I'll rob the abandoned store and slot a new video card into the computer while I stream. Don't do that. You should never try to remove your video card while you're using your computer. Old Bakery Cafe. Well, which is it? A bakery or a cafe? Is it old? I have so many questions. I seem to recall getting into the apartments, you kind of like climb up a fire escape or something. But my memories are, again, entirely abstract at this point. Oh, there you are. No, don't let him get away. You could hear how stressed out he is when he's kicking them. I don't blame him at all. I just remembered it was only Silent Hill 4 that introduced weapon degradation, right? 3 and 2 didn't have that. You just found an object and you just kept that until you didn't want it anymore. I don't know if I have to fight that one. I think I much prefer not having weapon degradation, but it became kind of a thing for a while. Don't take any chances. What are they? I shouldn't go through. I don't know why I won't. They don't stink, but it feels like they do. No smell at all. Oh no, you've got COVID. Let's flip. Sorry, A. Really? Not having it. Oh. Oh, that's good. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Was that in the original? Oh, I really like that. Little edges you get to look inside of and behind. That's perfect. That's what this game's all about. It's about peeking in the edges you're not supposed to see. thinking I should just kill this one so it's not here anymore. I don't think they come back or anything. Ah! Why do they have such shapely asses? Oh, right, because James. Delicious 5-hour energy drink out of a random car. Texan Cafe. We gotta leave. Meet me there. I should know the answers to most of my own questions. If I just think for a split second. Yeah, this is the thing. It's got a furnace door there? Oh, it's another rumination spot. James, just kind of hang out and look at the dumpster. Oh, I can't use a bar coin to get in there. That won't work at all. Yeah, you do have to, and I wish it didn't have to be this way either. This game is like over 20 years old. But for the fact that a ton of new people are going to be experiencing it now, I think it's the right thing to do to try to preserve the story again for the new folks that are going to try it now. How many people here have never played or seen Silent Hill 2 before at all? Anyone? There's probably a couple people that have never seen it before or played it or know much about it. I'm not going to change my position regardless. I'm just curious. Only seen bits and pieces, right? You can smash windows looking for passages. I may do that. Also, I have been doing that. Also, Microsoft hates that statement. They prefer Windows to stay thoroughly unsmashed. Oh, they got a mannequin store. That's what we need. Oh. I didn't think you'd fit through there. I tried to get out of the way. I thought he was going to be absolutely covered after that. Oh, it's a lot of it. There it is. The Penguin. 10 cartridges. That's a good number of cartridges. I only use bird brand ammo for my Penguin launcher. This is a detail I'm not sure I've ever seen before. Having the phone pole with the paperwork all kind of getting caught in the wind. That's kind of cool. You can't get out of the way like that. There's a... Oh, right, B. Thank you. I was forgetting about B. No! I got hit twice. Oh, no, that's so much time I just lost. I didn't think I would die. Usually those are stapled to hell. You're right. Oh, no. That's so far back. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's okay. Classic older games and their loss of time. Oh, man. This was like... I did a whole street. Is this before I got the bar coin? I'm pretty sure I went down to the end of this street. I gotta check every car for freaking drinks, apparently. I have no one to blame but myself. I just freaking shouldn't have bothered him. Whatever. How'd you like that one? Did I come in here? Oh, he actually knows to go in the window? What the crap? No, get back, 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 back. So his whole life is now about spitting into that window. You slippery little shit. Oh, that guy was annoying. I saw him again, or at least I think so. He says he didn't. But I don't know anymore. I'm tired. Can't find it. Doesn't matter. That scraping noise again. The enemies are way more capable. Yeah, they were just kind of helpless before, a lot of them. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we really didn't have a great methodology for interacting with things. We were barely able to see what we were doing and still control the game. There's a lot more granular interaction now. And gamers in general are just much more capable. We trust them with much more challenge these days. In fact, they expect it, and they find it insulting if you don't give them enough challenge. Which is kind of strange, but, you know, it is what it is. I had a quick map. Yeah, it was up. It sounds like it's to my left the whole way I turn around. But I need to look at that. I think the yellow paint question is sort of a weird one. There's so many reasons why you might need yellow paint. And once you need it, you kind of have to build it into the entire game's language. There we go. So you kind of have to have this dialogue with the player in games where they need to know you have a way to tell them things. And if it's yellow paint or white cloth or whatever the hell object or signal you use, it kind of needs to be consistent so the player can rely on your, you know, the developer being a reliable narrator. And you kind of have to put it in all cases where that would be applicable. And the thing is, some sections of a game might have level design that requires it more than others. And maybe 80% of the game you'd be fine without it, but then that other 20% you might need it. So it means the whole other 80% need it too. Does that make sense? I think the anger about yellow paint has gotten really out of hand. And I think it's a lot harder to explain what you're supposed to do in a game than people give it credit for. And what developers are trying to solve with this is a complex question that has infinite answers. So for there to just be this sort of general frustration about this concept it sort of feels to me like the people angry about it need to try and do this job themselves to see how tricky it can be, to not judge quite as much. That man was here again. I told him he'd been warned not to come here. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Anyway, he got up and left. He didn't make any sort of fuss, but there's something about him that gives me the creeps. When I look at his face, it's like I'm staring at a mask, and there's something underneath waiting to get out. I don't want to be there when that happens. Fair enough. Nor do I. Flip. I really want Y to be flipped for some reason, so I keep pressing it. Oh, Big J's note. I think the problem with this whole town is somebody smoked a Big J. A friend. I literally just pressed R3 to lock on. What is wrong with my stupid brain? I'm Dark Souls pilled, and I can't be stopped. Rude. Rude, by the way, is an Australian verb for when a kangaroo attacks you. You get rude. And sometimes they steal your dog. And you have to box them. It's a weird skill check that goes on in Australia sometimes. Did I miss something else in here? I feel like I've missed something. No. Alright, I've got one extra health drink. That's good news for me. Hang a left. A toggle of yellow paint is only okay if there are text clues as to where to go, assuming a more open world. Partially on game devs to be lazy by deciding yellow paint is the only way to guide the player. Oh no, it's not though. Oh god, is there like a migration happening out there? Old school game design equals let me tell you where to find the doohickey. I left it next to a pile of rocks near the stream. You can't make comparisons like that. They're too broad. You're talking about a specific subgenre of maybe point-and-click adventures or RPGs or something, which are much less granular in your interaction, versus something like a third-person adventure game where there's hundreds of places you could potentially go. Especially if the game is sort of like this, where you can kind of just backtrack freely. But yeah, no, developers use lighting cues, they use animations like sparks or something to draw your attention, they use color theory to draw your attention to a certain thing, they use scope and scale to try to draw your attention toward or away from certain things. They just use level design in a general sense, which can mean a number of different things. To try to just say it's all about yellow paint is to miss the whole story. There's a lot more going on there than yellow paint. Did I ever play Morrowind? Yes. I thought Morrowind was really cool, actually. Hey, thanks very much, Rye, for 102 months. For sticking around for the last nearly 10 years. That's a long time. American Cafe. Oh, that's where I live. We can't go in there, though. We're headed straight ahead. I just need to go where there's a save point, really. And then we can worry about collecting the rest. I didn't even know where that guy was. Oh, God. Had a huge frame drop there. There we go. I'll just hit this first thing. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Good point. That's one of the classic Silent Hill quotes as far as I remember. I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, cried he'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still lodged inside, but the other part's missing. Figure he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run towards Groovy. Anyways, maybe go check on him? See if he's alright? He lives over by Saul, by the pharmacy, apartment 9. Flip. The problem with yellow paint is that it becomes invasive and immersion breaking. Right. And this is a trade-off that the developers know they're making. Oh, we need the butterfly key. Where they understand they are breaking immersion to a degree, but they also know that they need the players to not be stuck there. And maybe if you want to really get into it, there might be other ways to convey these messages, but sometimes it just needs to be yellow paint, because that's the only way they cannot compromise everything else. Ah! I find in this series, mechanisms are, like, nearly malicious a lot of them. They just sort of hate you. They always want to do the most shocking thing possible. Yeah, that material design on the vinyl is dead on. I really think you could ask for much better than that. Hey. Can you break the newspaper window? That would be fun. No. I'd love to see how they handled glass with paper stuck to it. I'm gonna actually save again, just so I don't forget to do the record thing if I die. I forget, is this game like Resident Evil where it changes things depending on how many times you save? I don't know if it matters. It might not. Anyway, we're supposed to be going to Groovy Music, which is on the last street back to where I just came from, and turn right. Yeah, so whenever there's that kind of diamond pattern, you can't go in there. Is what I've noticed. Up. Straight ahead and on the left. This might be a really stupid observation. But I think games like this, playing them at a relatively young age, probably made me slightly better at navigating the real world, like being able to read a map and know where, like, what corresponds with that. Is that a reasonable thing to say, or is that just a bit dumb? Okay, maybe we shouldn't read this right now. The janitor came in the other day drunk and in tears. How... okay, hang on. I think we gotta deal with this first. It doesn't seem like time stops when I'm reading. I really love a flashlight. I'm gonna spit. Are you ramping up for a massive loogie? Oh, yeah, you are. It's okay. We can risk it now. Oh, we got a double action going. Okay, maybe don't get drenched, though. Double action boogaloo. Yeah, they're pretty tough. Take a lot of hits. When they're in a group together, that's not great. They even try to track you with their vomit. Okay. The remake has more enemies than the OG. I feel like that's the case, but I'm not comparing them actively at the moment. Oh, right, I just took the note with me. The janitor came in the other day drunk and in tears, had half a record with him, kept yelling, we gotta fix it somehow. Right, so we're getting the next bit of that story. I was willing to do it just to shut him up. Can you do that? Can you repair a vinyl? So I guess you just glue it back together, alright. So I got up to get the glue from the cabinet, but then he realized he only had the one half, so he ran out. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Can't do much about the record, so maybe ask around Neely's next time you're there. Might be one of theirs. Gotcha. Never really been into records much myself. There's the glue. Was it Silent Hill 1 that you had to do the ridiculous magnet on a fishing pole with the glue to get the manhole cover? Was that one? That was like the most adventure game logic of any game I've ever seen in my life. So much so that it's still stuck in my memory. Or was that 2? I feel like it was in the school in 1. You ever wonder what a Loud Hill would be like? No, I can imagine it pretty easily, actually. I've even been on a Loud Hill before. It's disconcerting at first, but you kind of get used to it after a while. Music can bring you back to those wonderful moments you thought lost. Live, laugh, love, the Joker. Really? What? I don't have time for this. Why? Oh, that was so scripted. Why did they do that? The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmare. That's the one. Is this the door here? No. Not yet. I was pretty sure that old farmhouse in Returnal was going to take us to Silent Hill. That was an odd and interesting moment of that game. I actually think this would benefit a bit more from having less action already. But I'm always the one to say that, I guess. I don't feel like I constantly need to be in combat to enjoy a game like this. I kind of want the atmosphere to pervade more. And every time I get into... Okay, I gotta fight another bug. It's like, alright. I've forgotten the atmosphere now. It's just back to doing. I don't think everybody takes it that way, though. Did I push that door? No. Alright, so back to the jukebox then. Yeah, it had to be the apartments first, right? Because that's where you encounter the man. You know the one. Oh, I wonder how they're gonna handle that iconic closet scene. Sorry, I meant to do up. You know the one I mean. I keep hearing what sounds like someone biting into an apple for a moment. Making me wish I had an apple. Alright. We are sort of safe. We don't get exactly the same level of safety as, say, a safe room in Resident Evil. But we get something. Where do I glue the record back? Do I do it in my inventory? Oh! Alright, I didn't mean to press that. Every year you get older, you add one more child to the trench coat. I sure do. Oh, okay, it gives you a little this plus this plus this. I did it! I'm so accomplished. A Long Way Home by A. Conroy, produced by. Oh, I didn't realize I could select different things here, sorry. That's why. What other things can I select? That's what we're needing. Okay. What a weird problem that was. I nearly walked away from it thinking it was something I need to solve another way. Alright, now we've got our bar coin. Can I put that in there? Also, we want C2. And the 2 buttons missing, of course. Oh, wow. I need the button. I can't just press on the spring. James sighed in exasperation. Yeah, you're right, actually. There was a Silent Hill, I want to say it was Origins, that had a character that was a soldier? And that jacket does kind of remind me of that a little bit. Where the hell am I gonna get this stupid button? Oh, it was Homecoming. Right. The one where it was really dark a lot. Oh, they're all like that. And you have a knife. And it's just nurses everywhere. So many nurses. So we got checks done. I guess we'll go check the Saul Street apartments. Is this whole trip to the apartments just to get the button? Oh, yeah, I guess if we were following the story, that probably checks out. Oh, Green Pharmacy. I bet they might have health vials. No, maybe not. Doesn't seem we can get in there. There are so many enemies around. My goodness. Alright, let's keep our eyes peeled for a way in. Oh! Didn't expect that to open. Man, this place looks grody. Just as it should. Oh, we've got a map. A simple map. Where'd that bug go? Come here, I want to stamp you. Make the radio turn off. Can we take it? Read. Not a takeable map, only a lookable map. There's another way in. Oh, pushes. Okay. I think it's entirely within the realm of possibility that it's more enjoyable to play as a character who is not good at combat. I understand from the gamer perspective, everybody is like an elite special forces operative because we can press A really well. But the truth is, a lot of people probably wouldn't be very happy to smack something with a nail baseball bat or a stick. Probably not do that very well or efficiently. And things would go wrong. They'd injure themselves. They'd fall over. They'd do a bunch of stupid crap. And this is not a story about a man who is well-trained in any particular way. He's just having a hard time. Apartment 5 left his key. Says there's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. Yeah, and our man here could run away as well. He does do that on occasion. Probably not as much as he ought to. It makes more sense, but I don't know. I found the old combat annoying because sometimes the game makes you fight. Yeah, they do, but not all the time. I didn't love that they resurrected those dudes in the record store for some reason. They were fully dead, and then, well, the truth is, whatever the game needs to have happen, we just say is an artifact of his mind. So we don't really have, like, rules to work with necessarily, and I guess in a way that's partially why we like this. Because suddenly you can be in an industrial wasteland, and other times you're in a normal apartment or a dirty apartment. I'd hope this isn't normal. Yeah, they may have even done that in the original, I don't remember, but I don't like it. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, I just don't like it. What'd you buy? Relievemid? Barrelman? Zalprazinax? And I'm at Neelamed. Oh shit, that one's proper US healthcare price. 282. It's actually even cheap. Okay. I thought that was like a coded message for a second, telling me where you're at. Oh, I'm at Neelamed. And I'm at the pharmacy. I do think horror is most effective when it avoids the power fantasy / makes you feel like the deck is stacked against you. Yeah, it's a tough balance to get right? Because you need to have there be some rules in a way. Otherwise, I mean, you're entirely at the, like, complete mercy of the game master, essentially, if we're talking about this like it's a D&D campaign. If they just say, oh, well, James is gonna die now, and it's like, what agency do I have? That's not very fun. But occasionally you do have to pull crap like that for the sake of the story. I prefer less of it than more, though. Freaking stairs, Roach. You're so hard to hit. Because you live on the stairs. Well, now you die on the stairs. Now you're a smear. Was it worth it? Remember, those bugs don't actually physically damage James. They cause him psychic damage. I guess you could even say that the things that physically kill him don't physically kill him. I mean, he dies physically, but from mental anguish. Hazy Gamer. How's it going? I'm certain now it's coming from that apartment. I keep telling them, why won't they do something? It's unbearable. I can feel it seeping into my skin, pushing itself into my lungs. Sorry about your lungs. Shouldn't have anything pushing into those except for maybe air. Oh. A lighthouse. It looks like the BioShock lighthouse. I don't know what the hell that means. It's just a lighthouse. Oh no, the mirror doesn't reflect. I wonder if we turned on RTX if the mirror would reflect. I didn't expect that to work. The decal's not... Oh, okay, it loaded in. Yeah, this is like apartment size New York City. Challenge accepted. Can I open this? No. Can open the door though. Because I'm a master of unlocking. I find those scaffolds with the fabric over them really fascinating to look at. They have such a compelling mystery about them because they seem to have taken so much effort to set up. Oh. Oh, that's cool. What the hell happened here? Environmental storytelling happened. Hey, I don't care what the correct apartment is. I'm just gonna keep looking until I find it. I want to look at all the apartments. It's probably easy to underestimate the impacts of isolation. I feel uniquely qualified to have an opinion on this, and I think it can make you do some weird shit. Excuse me. Thank you. Actually, despite being a bit sick, I feel like I'm mostly fine. Just occasionally need to sneeze. Man, it's wild how little of this I remember, though. I guess in a way it's a blessing. It's almost like I can play a really cool game for the first time again. Maybe they'll remake Dark Souls one day. Wouldn't that be wild? Finally finish Lost Izalith in the Bed of Chaos fight. No, they probably won't do that, actually. Kickable ladder, please? No. Highly disappointed. I love kickable ladders. They're one of my favorite types of ladders. My most favorite type of ladder is that one that's shaped like an A. Wait, did the kickable ladder just fall? What was that? No. You know those ladders shaped like an A and you can arrange them like a sawhorse and put like a scaffold across the two? You get two of them set up and then you put something over the middle. And then you can climb on them. And then sometimes the thing, people walk over and then the middle buckles and they break their spine. That's not pleasant. In the modern era, if you have a kickable ladder, you're automatically a Souls-like. You're right. Redacted, 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 and then she came and washed it all away. It all started to make sense again. Redacted, redacted, it's this place. I can't fight it. Gotta get my head straight. Quick stop at Texan, then we're going. Uh-oh. Red page, but I can't save. It's not red enough. Oh. This was here in the original, right? I genuinely can't remember. Oh, that ceiling texture is A+. It was, okay. Yes, do it! Oh, you're gonna have a great time. Don't worry so much. I know if you saw this hole, you'd have to do the same. Now pull. Yay! Found it! Something about this town isn't quite right, is it? And they still have a towel warming rack, despite this. What a selective decor. Selective luxury. He knows that this is the script of the game. He's got to listen. He has no other options. Can we get down from up here? Why is there a pallet in front of this? I don't trust it. I would have moved that out of the way so I don't want to slip off. Can't see where I'm going. Okay, I am... I just need to go up the street and make a right. And everything will be all right. You mean to tell me someone stole that jukebox button, dug a hole in the wall to store it? Oh, Happy Burger. I do want to look in there, but I should save first. There's probably a reason, a very specific reason why that action took place, but I don't think I have enough context to try to even guess. Oh, I could take a terrible guess that I hate that even crossed my mind, but knowing the way he thinks, what if the button is the clitoris? I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You owe me a new brain. Cool. We did it. I don't have any thoughts at all. Every time they look closer at him, he looks younger. Right? They did. They gave him Leon hair a little. Well, it's more the other way around, time-wise.
Park on the lake. We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us staring at the water.
It's funny he goes to the most mundane thing. Yeah, it's gone now. Oh my god, it's barely shards. The coin return drops a weird key. Oh, love the burnished metal on it. That looks great. But yeah, they go with the most mundane memory. You know, we just sat there by the park or by the lake staring at the water. Not we had this particularly interesting conversation, or we went to the amusement park and we had such a fun time. It's just something mundane. Which I'm not trying to knock him for finding that the thing he grabs onto. It's just kind of an interesting read of his mental state that that's something that appealed to him that way. Not everyone was younger in the 90s. People that weren't born yet aren't. I don't know what you call those. Pre-human? Alright, let's see if we can find true happiness at the bottom of a burger. Go for it. Feel the craving? You just can't help it. Go for it. Happy burger. What you need is what you get. On the run, grab something to go! 3 exclamation points. The cool thing about the 90s was we didn't really know anything about anything, and we didn't really care very much. It was kind of just, we're all here. Just try stuff, see what works. We tried Nirvana. It didn't work. I think we would have liked it to work, but... Why are some of them so tough? Tough and wet. No! Dingus. You trapped me in here with this. Dude, I can't see anything. Yeah, that's my new rap name, Big Squelch. What even... Oh. Was I supposed to escape without confronting them? My burger is not happy, thank you very much. But I do have health drinks, at least. Nope, I'm gonna have to use 2 items. No? Alright, you have to hold it. I mean, it's nice that you can quickly heal up, but also it's a little funny that it's hold or tap. Seems like in the heat of the moment you could easily do the wrong thing there. Stomp, 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 squelch, pregnant. It's the new... you know the one. And then you shoot. Okay, I didn't love that area. Didn't really do much for me, to be honest. But I'm glad I checked it out anyway. You can keep your weird roaches and slithering men. Slam, slam, spit, and then you shoot. That's how it goes. The blood magically disappears. Yeah. Well, it has to. You don't want a bloody jacket. You can't be in a video game like that. Alright, it's time to use the weird Neely bar key. Oh. A pushable box. A bicycle I can't ride. How funny would it be if you could ride the bicycle in this? Just kind of tooling down the street, being chased by those things. Oh, wow. The mechanism that allowed you to push it falls away when it gets in the right position. That's weird. Stomp, Tua, and... Wow. We've really leveled up with our descriptions of that. He came back after you left. It's fine. He didn't try anything. He just seemed sad. Mumbled something about getting out of town with someone. I wasn't going to let him drive in his condition, so I locked him out. His car should be out back. Maybe check if it's still there by morning. It's the greenish-blue one, plate number ending in 06, I think. Thank you for backroom letter. I would like backroom health drink as well. She was so ready to pivot into a media personality off the back of that meme. Everybody's waiting for their seam to pull on, right? But you get that feeling from people now, like, they just want to incite something so they can be like, and now I'm famous. Done. Done and dusted. I'm never going back. I'm one of the good ones. Health drink? Oh, I know where I am. Wait, no I don't. I thought this is where the save point was. It just looks like that. Health drink? No. We got a squisher. Show me your squisher. Video game. Oh. I guess it was just that? No. There's another one somewhere. I don't know. Probably right there. Oh. Yay. They're full of juice, those things. Oh, look how long it is. What a robust vehicle. You could pretty much store an entire human body in the back. Oh, wow, it's indestructible, too. You know what that is, right? You know why we had to add breakable car windows? Because there is an even distribution through all the streets of cars, and the AI director could easily put resources in them. So if you're having a bad time, and suddenly looks like you're not going to make it much further, and you're going to struggle. Oh look, the car has a health drink in it now. Is this the car I was supposed to look for? It's not really bluish green. I'll just break all its windows anyway, just to make sure. Oh, even the little side one. Alright. America! Should we say the Pledge of Allegiance to this post-industrial town? Here we go. 2 health drinks. Beautiful work. Oh, I'm excited to get to the part where we walk up to the edge of the town and it's just a cliff. I like that bit. I think there's also a part where there's little bits of, like, extended cement hanging onto rebar with a mailbox hanging off of them. It's just cool art. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I think I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. My fellow Americans, when did you stop saying the Pledge of Allegiance? I think I stopped in middle school. We made it, I think, all the way through. I can't really remember, though. I was a conscientious objector. And then it became this weird power thing where the teachers were like, you have to say it because they tell you to. It's like, no, I don't. Why are we doing this? This is the right way. I must have just not turned. Can I climb up on something, or... I keep thinking this is a dot saying I can interact with it. It's not. It's just the back of the trunk. Oh, is it maybe this? No, that's got a bunch of crap in the way. Looked at all that. Oh, it's the adjacent door. You know what I mean. Creepy picket fence over there. Yeah, I think something's not right with this town. Can I get in there? Oh, you know you could sidle right in there, man. You got this. I walked through a narrower space today. He's not interested. Oh, I didn't think about the jacket. That's a good point. He only crawls in holes when he feels it's the right time. Ah, the invisible car that I was looking for is right here. Ends with a 6. I see there's something on the ground. I'm just checking here first. Woodside Apartments. And I'm surrounded. Goodbye! I thought that was drapery at first, not Woodside Apartments. Ah, I'm in the current. I don't remember that happening. Oh god, this just reminded me, is Florida okay? I think the answer is emphatically no. Ah. I will have one of these, thank you. No more Neely bars for me. Only Eastern South Vales. Map. Where are we going? Oh, Woodside Apartments. Okay, come out of here, and then we take a right, and then we go straight. I probably walk past them. It's so turbulent. Oh. Classic problem. Yeah, we need to get back. You need to stop chasing me into buildings. Hopefully I've made my point very clear. There's another bug. Oh my god, they never leave you alone. What are they, invincible now? What the hell was that? Okay, I guess they're invincible now. This must be like a you have to keep moving situation. Wait, did I get this wrong? I thought it was... the end of the street was just blocked. There's so many more enemies now. It's almost non-stop. Oh, right here. Yeah, I suppose you're not really meant to stay out there at all. Maybe close the door, thank you. Okay, I've reached the apartments. Well, it was a bit stressful, I'll give them that. Un mape. May I now have the flashlight? Pretty sure the flashlight's here. This is like the beginning of the game now. What's this? Is that one of those things Atreus has us go into, and then we learn lore about our family? Ah, it's where we put all the sigils. 3 bright coins in the 5 holes B. First sits the maiden underneath the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. And here comes the man, so sleek and so fine. In the pale moonlight, his eyes doth shine. Beautiful. I forgot how many little silly riddles there were. Have you noticed the shift in the soundtrack? It's like almost comforting now. There's occasionally melodic notes, chords, moments. It's paced as a big respite from what we just went through. Okay. Completely dark. Could you hook me up with a flashlight? I swear, if they give me the pistol first, I'm gonna be, well, kind of happy, I guess, to have a pistol. Can't see anything. I also have the key light in my eyes, so, like, the glare off the front of the monitor, it's not easy to look at. This is not a great game to play with a key light shining in your eyes, I'll give you that. It's not designed to be played that way, so I'm not faulting them. Dear Madame, in response to your complaint regarding the gunshots, quote, coming from apartment 217, we have paid a visit to the tenant and he assured us that he does not own any firearms. He was fully cooperative and granted us access to the apartment. True to his words, we did not find any weapons or traces of using one. Should the noises persist, please inform the janitor. Sincerely, Woodside Apartments Administration. They do a good job there. They really care. Try to open locked doors 50 times. Okay. Well, you don't know. The problem is if I turn the key light off, then you won't be able to see my face anymore. I'll be a silhouette in a shadow.
Is anyone there?
It's okay. I can cope. Joker, I think, lives everywhere a little bit. In our minds, in our hearts. I didn't actually get to see Joker 2. I hope it was good. Hello. Ah. I've been waiting to find you. Wait, can you see... Oh, there's a slight glimmer off of his face stubble. Look at that. I'd like to shake your hand, but you won't allow it. Hooray! The thing I was asking for. Also, his nails are very well kept. Well done. Hiya! Oh! It's a whole dance we've got to do. I don't know, something about it just was, like, much less creepy than the original ones. I feel like they had more dangly legs on the front, like antenna, and these ones are a bit more stubby. Hey, Fruit Sorbet. I'm just very happy to have a flashlight.
Clothes.
Still got those beautiful shadows that love to play tricks on you as you go around corners. I seem to recall certain enemies are more drawn to you if you're shining the light on them, right? I was hoping you'd smash the mannequins apart. Not this time. This isn't the closet apartment, is it? Might be. Sort of looks like the kitchen that I... Well, I guess we could just wait a second and find out. That's not until later, I thought. I guess I should probably have one of these. Take a little pressure off. Alright, now we have a flashlight. We can actually begin to look around in dark areas. Yeah, they did a great job with the interior design. I know they're kind of... They've got a source bit of material to work from and all, but... everything is nicely detailed. All the materials look right. All the angles look right. Just gotta remember to come back for that later. When I get my coins. It'd be kind of an interesting counterplay is if when you brought the flashlight outside, it causes the fog to be even harder to see through. Not that it particularly matters, you could just turn it off. Garbage chute out of order. Please do not use until problem is resolved. Yeah, it looks like a garbage chute, all right. Once I get the pistol, I could properly shoot garbage. Oh. It's an Ellie platform. Otherwise known as an elevator, if you're playing The Last of Us. I guess it could be an Abby Vader, too. I can't remember. Did Abby do a lot of that stuff? Probably. Just gotta check our surroundings before we proceed. How about Ellie Giggle? Also valid. A lot of windows, not a lot of interaction. That is kind of the Silent Hill way, though. Oh yeah, see, it folds down, because it's like, that's the place that should be. Don't get it twisted. What's this? Locaine siblings murder. Perpetrator commits suicide in custody. Walter Sullivan, the culprit in a recent homicide case, was found dead, having taken his own life on the morning of the 22nd in his jail cell. Walter Sullivan, huh? According to the police statement, Sullivan's death was caused by blood loss, resulting from severing the carotid artery with a soap spoon. Buried 2 inches in his neck. Yeah, that's not good. Sullivan was apprehended on the 18th of this month on account of brutally murdering Billy and Miriam Locaine. Even though Walter Sullivan did not strike a former schoolmate from his hometown of Pleasant River as someone capable of murdering children. That's a not well-formed sentence, sorry. The schoolmate admits to having witnessed Sullivan in a state of severe paranoia shortly before his arrest. Yeah, that's like, you need to break that into like 3 sentences. He was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil, forgive me. I did it, but it wasn't me, he recounts. I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy, the schoolmate concludes. Yeah, Walter Sullivan definitely comes up somewhere else. Oh, sorry. I thought I was clicking on that. Oh, wallpaper's seen better days. I guess so is everything here, really. Maybe I shouldn't point it out anymore. What's up, my second? I thought I had multiple handgun penguin ammos. Alright, so we're gonna have leg walkers now. Think we could break this? Yep. Camera's like really up, right up on top of them. I guess it has to be, really, considering how constricting these hallways tend to be. Also, a really tight camera angle tends to make the player more focused, more immersed in the scenario. Builds suspense slightly. I feel like the scale of everything seems like a pretty normal size, too. I saw somebody do a video on how we didn't really clock it mostly, but largely when games were figuring out how to do 3D, we went with this, like, 1.5 times scale. And it kind of stayed that way for ages. Do you spit or anything? You just kind of jump. But yeah, the scale of all of this in the building seems pretty human now. Another penguin ammo. Imagine if I could just try on all the clothes I find. It'd be like Dead Rising. A lot of areas to check, not a lot of rewards for them. Doubting whether to play a Dead Rising remake. I'd be into it. Why wouldn't you? I want to go behind me. Oh, if you could, like, toggle it to a lower fidelity mode to sort of better map to the way your memory worked. That would be interesting, yeah. Ah, these are the bars. I remember these were a really interesting point of comparison for the Silent Hill HD collection on Xbox 360, because the way they did the shadows in that simply wasn't right. So what would happen was you'd walk up to it, and then the bars would they'd get cut off, and it wasn't as good as the original game's way that they handled shadows. I'm not sure I'm even loving the way that I'm seeing the shadow done there. Oh, surely we can just grab that with some object. Rude!
Hey! Wait! Damn it.
Broke my finger. By the way, rude is when a kangaroo... Oh, I said that one before. You got rude. Oh, they didn't do the really delicate, like, aluminum pattern inside of the air conditioner. I shouldn't really expect that. That's really over the top. How the heck do I even get in there? Oh, we've opened that up. Maybe I go back and save again and then come back this way. Probably supposed to follow that. But I think what they're really doing is giving me an opportunity to circle back around. Map? Yeah. By the way, those bars, I don't think those bars would ever be able to be removed. They're just like solid iron in the middle of the hallway. So I don't know quite what that's all about. But that is the way some things are in this world. Second floor hallway, I guess. Got a gremlin in here. Ooh, a redwood piano? Not supposed to cut those down. You know something? When the speedrunners start kicking into this game, they're gonna get to this room, and if their PBs are really high, they'll have broken records. Wouldn't that be nice? If you're not looking at the screen right now, I showed a bunch of broken records on the screen. That was what I did. Or a broken record, anyway. Einsame Blumen, Opus 82.3 by Robert Schumann. Now I have to learn how to play that in order to solve a puzzle, is usually what happens next. I think I've watched Silent Hill speedruns before. Not recently, though.
Huh. Quite the artist.
Why is that one so sad? Ah, lovely health drink. Keeping me vital. My ligaments taut. My joints lubricated. My hips are open. I'm ready to go. Alright, looked at all that. Is that enough for here? Gotta check out 106 and 108. That's not the way. Remember lights? Me either. Bit of a sad bedroom, isn't it? That room is for sleeping only. I know that's pretty classic for a bedroom, but, you know, people get up to wild stuff in there. Oh. It's a really, really big handprint, isn't it? Either there's a giant, or they scaled the dust wrong. I'm gonna go with the second one. What? What are people up to in this town? Just peculiar hijinks. You dropped your apple. Oh. I had a TV that looked like an apple. Golden apple handle. Very normal horror game thing to find. What if I chose the other hand? God knows what it would have done. Dropped a bomb on me. A weeding dress. It's the worst color dress to do weeding in. Hello. Yeah, I know. Roar at me, whatever. I don't care. Come on over. You gonna spit? Of course you are. You're like a llama. Get in here. It's hard to fight them in a narrow hallway, actually. You can't really sidestep them. You kind of have to just run into it. Think you're toasted? Are you waiting behind the door? Oh. Where's that coming from? Bug? Yeah, just charge into a space. That's fine. That's totally safe and normal to do. More giant hands. Everybody gets a pass-through from the kitchen, at least. That's pretty good. Please deliver these to Mrs. Millie from 102. I'm really worried about her. She's been cooped up all alone with his belongings for days on end. She won't even move them, and God forbid anyone else touch anything. It's breaking my heart just thinking about it. Oh, the gift basket, right. Okay, do we get a check mark on all the rooms that we've explored? Or is that a special... Oh, it's a special one probably because of the cabinet, I think. What is the strike mark on the left, I wonder? Oh, I'm injured. I was pointing to the coin cabinet. Does it take apples? No. I don't know why it would take apples. I just thought I'd give it a go. I need to know what is the strike mark doing. Oh. I think I just didn't come down here before because either it was already shut or I didn't have my flashlight yet. I hate when there's two of them. Can you come out of here, please? Yeah, over here. Over here. I feel like I'm supposed to have the pistol now. So wet. LOS. LOS. See those dodges? I wish they could acid on each other. Friendly fire. Dude, this is the wettest lobby I've ever seen in my life. I thought the other one got back up and ran away. Those guys seem extra hard. I did read the riddle, yeah. It just isn't something I'm concerned with yet, because we have so much more to do yet. Like, find all the objects. Valentine's Day. 4. I'm sure that's very important. Finally, some knickknacks. I like the way they did the mosaic tiles, that they're all slightly offset so the light hits them a little differently. That's the objectively best way to do mosaic tiles for lighting. I also love it when there's like 100 of them and they all bounce the light a little different. Thought that was like a weird Pepsi bottle for a minute. They bleach from the sun. So 102 is valid, 103 is not. So all of that was to get the number 4. I guess I'll save again. Incremental progress is still incremental progress. If you like what you see, feel free to use my link, by the way, here, to pick up a copy of Silent Hill 2 on Green Man Gaming for 22% off. They were kind enough to send me a code for today's stream, and I do greatly appreciate it. I've been working with them for years. They're good folks. I've got no worries or qualms about security or any kind of issues with them at all, so their deals are decent. They're good folks, and that's a good spot to get it if you were gonna anyway. I was gonna go upstairs, and then I sidetracked myself. Why did I do that? It's almost like this place is a maze. Almost. Have I tried that door? To hell. Oh. I started by going upstairs where we got the flashlight, and then I came back down. But I didn't go up again. Yeah, there's like nothing on this floor hardly. Oh, I didn't try the door at the end. Let's do that. It was very dark. Oh, or not. I was just too excited. This is the tree door. Second floor hallway key. Not this, though? Oh, maybe they mean the double doors? Yeah, they do. Hello? That was me doing that, by the way. I thought again that I was going to lock onto it. Old habits die hard. Oh yeah, now we're getting into it. That is like a, I guess it's a one-way loop. Yeah. You know what? It's scary enough without even going to hell. It almost feels like the expectation is this is the peak of it, and then when the chaos really kicks in, people are going to lose their minds. Because we're at like an 8 for atmosphere already. And then they're going to knock it up to a 26. Ooh, cool hole. What's the story with this hole again? We gotta get... Yeah, I gotta get the coin out of it. Every hole has a story. And sometimes you jump into them for some reason. I'm gonna need like a magnet and a fishing line. We'll figure it out. I thought smart waiters were just ones with an app. Oh. This room is so cavernous that it steals the light. It's okay. We all know what James is up to. We got his MO, his money order. Came in the mail the other day. Oh, we got wall scratches. That can only mean 3 things. Memory, faulty wainscoting, or a secret wall. Who wouldn't want to slide right into that? Oh, I like the gold fittings on there. Soundtrack's kicking in again. Where have we gone? Oh, we've slipped around the door here. Needs a handle, apparently. Or it's got like a security handle or something. Due to ongoing renovation works, tenants are asked to keep out of the 3rd floor of this building. Okay, well, how did we get here already? Smash a golden apple handle into it, that'll solve it. Oh, I was thinking maybe I could put the golden apple handle there. A little too cheeky, though. I would love it if you could improvise ridiculous ways to solve some of these problems somehow. Like, if there were physics objects and we could, like, you know, throw something through the bars to pull the key back over through to the other side. That kind of silliness. Just completely break the puzzle structure to do some goofy crap instead. Yuck. Double penguin ammo? Wow. And either a very small drum box or a large hat. This cat making the most precise jump ever. Oh. I'll have to watch that later. I love watching cats do things. Especially precise things. Like take sausage off a dinner table. What do you think is the deeper meaning behind this pistol in a Target shopping cart? Ah, this reacts the way I expected. Oh, is this the apartment they said didn't have bullet holes in it? That they inspected? I beg to differ. Things have changed. Oh, they've even got the foam stuff from Prey 2016. They invented that, by the way. Everybody else ripped it off. Okay, ready? There's going to be a shooting gallery now. Imagine the first danger you think is an enemy and it's like a child and you'd shoot at a child. That's such a weird thought. Why did I have that thought? Shopping cart typically signifies collecting the means of sustenance. Gun typically signifies the taking of life. The juxtaposition raises questions. Ooh. Deep. Do we shoot that? Is this the game where we shoot locks? I don't remember. No. My first bullet was expelled for no good reason. Oh. Is there a person trapped in the TV? Is there like a bug silhouette? What is... Oh, it's just blood or something. Yeah, it's blood. I thought there was something in the TV. I was confused by that. 212. No foul play here. We already checked this, but check it again. Try not to sneeze. Oh, 212 is directly next to me on the right. Very handy. Your shuffles. Also, what if I need to pull out my whacking stick? How do I do that? I don't seem to have a button for that. Oh, is it just like the olden days and I actually just swap to it? Okay, yeah, that's fair. I don't know why, but I expected entirely that there would be like a radial weapon menu or something. I'm kind of glad there isn't, actually. Changes the whole tone. Did you see the drum set? I didn't actually notice it. Do you kind of want to shoot at bottles to see if they'll break? Is that an acceptable expulsion of ammunition? I need to know. They do! Alright, well done. It would seem a little out of place if they didn't. Oh, wow. This is how caverns are formed. There's also a floating bit there. You could probably see it. I'm pointing directly at it. You see the shadow of it. Maybe it's hanging off a cobweb. Ooh, good room. Does this qualify for the word fetid? Is this where they trick you to look right, but you actually should look left? I think it's actually dead. What is... Oh, I've got a 180 turn. That's wild. X, right. Ammo in the fridge. Gotta keep it cool. No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, you're right. The floor does seem to sound very sturdy here. I really have to recalibrate my thinking that if I need to suddenly use my melee, I have to actually hit pause. That's like so not the way that works anymore. Careers, humble beginnings. So we got 4 and 7 now. Was I supposed to like have to run away from that? I don't know. Does this fridge have power? Yeah, it's got like a supernatural glow to it. I'm not sure what's going on there. I mean, it has lights in it, but it seems to be the only thing. Really? Oh, didn't expect that to take so many shots. Interesting, they actually did like a drag pattern. From the point you started shooting it, it actually sort of draws like a brush on the ground. I wonder if it follows like a spline or something. Do headshots matter in this? I don't know. I'm not great with a controller for shooting action. And I've burned through all my penguin ammo already. Oh yeah, Dark Souls! Oh woo! I'm pretty sure they deal extra damage. I didn't think they cared much about their heads in this game. Like, maybe some enemies do, but some of them don't even have heads, and they don't seem to be too bothered by it. But I guess those ones care. No, this is not the way. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I realize this is all circling around the same concept of clever unraveling knots of level design. These have always tickled my fancy for that reason, in addition to several other reasons. You know what? I'll make another save, because that one's getting up there. How do I get to the other side? Oh, I gotta go from the second floor back down, I guess, to get into that side. Well, that's okay. It's true, Alamek, I agree. Now, can I get to the stairwell in any way from here? Yeah. So we gotta go... Oh, let's just finish this area for... I haven't finished this corner. There's somebody around the corner, too. The old welcome home. Oh my god. I missed every shot. Okay. I lose my rights to use that. Oh, what? How did I quick swap? I didn't mean to quick swap. Jeez, that went about as badly as it could have. Yep. Thank you, AI director. Realized I'm having a bad time. Wait, so you can swap to the gun, but you can't swap back to the stick? It's kind of weird, isn't it? There must be a way to do that. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's a weapon change, handgun, shotgun, hunting rifle that's mapped to the D-pad, but I don't have the other ones yet. Excuse me. I don't think there's a melee one? It just says range next and previous, but it doesn't have one for that. I'm gonna try... Oh. I have to unbind the other one first, I guess. Okay. Back. Customize. Weapon change, handgun. I don't know. I don't think you can change the ones on the controller, only the mouse and keyboard. Oh, I didn't know I could move that. Okay, sorry, I'm an idiot again. No, it actually works perfectly fine, and I just disregarded the changes, I think. No, I didn't. What? I'm sorry, I'm ill. This shouldn't be this difficult. Previous, next. Back. Oh. I'm not allowed to leave until I map that to something else. But I don't want to map. I don't need weapon change handgun necessarily. So I just can't do the thing I'm trying to do, I guess. You absolutely have to have these mapped to the D-pad. Even though this might be a better way to do it, depending on what you're trying to do. Okay, I give up. You win. I would have thought switching to melee quickly would be like something you do quite a lot. Apparently not. Another streamer seemed to be able to do it. I just can switch to handgun. Oh! I didn't want to waste a bullet and try this, but if you don't ADS, it switches you automatically to that. So you have the pistol all the time. And you also don't have the pistol all the time. Do you understand? It's weird. That's not at all what I was expecting to happen, but now I understand. All you have to do to get the pistol back is aim. But then if you don't aim, you can just hit. I guess it's really the best of both worlds. It's just kind of unintuitive that it works that way. And it's sort of unnatural, too, because, like, who expects to be able to just pull your stick out from nowhere suddenly? Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe I should. Anyway, problem solved. Sorry. That was maybe a little bit of the game's fault and a little bit of my own, too, for not having tried that. Saying I don't want to waste ammo, then missing 3 times. Okay, through all of that, I've gotten myself confused again. So I was in 207. We checked the balcony. Leads to 205, but it doesn't. Right, you should only pull your stick out when it makes sense. And not at a moment's notice. Usually give some time to spin up. What about this cage? Just like looking at the shadow. How do I have so little ammo? Is there one bullet in each box? Kind of seems like it. I picked up 2 boxes. I had 2 more bullets. You must think I'm cruel, but this prison is of your own making. The choice was yours to watch you make it over and over and over again. This time's not going to be any different, and I'll be here watching. Oh. It's about time we used the golden apple handle. Is this a peephole? What the heck is going on in there? Oh, fun and exciting room. Oh. I guess I'll die in here. Right where the rooftops pierced through the night, left are homebound footprints with no owner in sight. But has he found home? Oh, please pray tell, or a river of memories leading right to his hell. Ugh. Why did I look in there? I knew what would be in there, and I looked anyway. Oh, it just keeps going like this. It's a little escape room fun for those of us who love that. Very odd walls. I don't really know what to make of these. Oh, they're different anyway. Looks like I'm gonna have to find some items. So far I only have 4 and 7. Do you think that the solution is in this room? On the walls? Hidden in plain sight, probably? That means you can be seen by a plane. Oh, the River of Memories with an 11 next to it. Is there anything else that lights up? There's a 7. Remember, the riddle always tells you the order to put things in. So, right, where the rooftops pierce through the night. How did I not immediately get this was for a safe? So we gotta find some rooftops and turn right to that number. Oh, rooftops. 13. Okay, right 13, left footprints. Don't hide it in the toilet, please. I mean, that has footprints. can kind of read it better from a distance. Homebound. Oh, it's definitely that. So it's 13-7. But he has found home. Oh, please, pray tell. Oh, it's just 3 with 4 lines. 13-7... 11, is it? 13-7, 11. You have to go all the way around? No. I passed it. There we go. So you got a coin of a man for the starting area. I know this was something that came up in that poem. And of course the key to get out. I kind of like when they do a tempo reset like this, where you're kind of trapped somewhere and you just have to think. Just kind of like look around at stuff for a while. It can also be a little frustrating too if you feel like you've got good momentum and then you lose it all. But I don't particularly mind. Hey, Green Mazing, how's it going? Not gonna shoot the roach thing. Oh yeah, pop a roach. Don't pop a roach. That's on the ceiling. Oh, please have an animation where I wave wildly at the ceiling. Oh my god, I got it midair. I turned its head and leg into a floating platform. Weird. Oh! Shortcut? Or nothing. Where is this? 207. We already had a way through here. We just couldn't get the other side. I don't know why this is useful. Another kickable ladder. Second floor, small staircase key. Nearly walked right by that. You're keeping me just on the edge of having none. I doubt I'll find another one. Do we know why he knows how to use the gun properly? So I feel like canonically he shouldn't really know that. Or I guess we don't know if he wouldn't know, but... Nothing stating that he should know is what I mean. Oh, just because he's American, right? Okay. That checks out. I hear rumbling. I'm not sure I care to bother shooting at this guy. Is this the right way, even? No, I actually just don't even want to go this way. Why did the music get more intense all of a sudden? Oh, I went right past the stairwell. That's not a stairwell. That's a stairwell. Yeah, you know, I figured the same, actually. Like, I have used some light firearms, but I don't find them that confusing. I mean, it's nice if somebody says, like, this is the safety. Beyond that, I figure you can kind of figure out the rest. I don't know. That's a naive thing to say, I guess. There's probably a lot of advanced things you should know about. And especially if you're, like, in a super deadly situation, you'd probably figure it out. I don't think it's that crazy hard for a freaking adult. So we got a coin. I could put it in the thing, but I probably don't care to because I need the other coins first. One doesn't really matter. We gotta get to that mystery room that is locked on both sides. The whole thing has been trying to figure out how to get up to the floor high enough to come back down on the other side of that door, I guess. The main danger is shooting your foot. I have a really smart idea about that. Don't point it at yourself in any capacity. Strictly point it away from you. I believe I am capable of following those instructions, as are several, probably many of the other people on Earth. It seems like it should be simple enough. Don't point it at anything you don't intend to shoot. I just want to refresh my memory about this door. Yep, that's that refreshed. Yeah, fair enough. If you don't want to handle a firearm, by all means. Hopefully you shouldn't have to. Alright, let's try upstairs again and see if there's another way to go. I keep finding ways. Just chipping away at the cube until I get a sweet job in the game industry at the end. That's how it works, right? I haven't looked in 209. What's up there? Not a whole lot, actually. So I can go... Oh, I have the key now. I just have to follow it from 210 around. Imagine if I could have just opened the door from the other side. But that would be way too easy. Is there some kind of chungus in there chasing me? Oh, it's not a door at all. That explains everything. Alright, we're gonna go 213. Ah, the creepy TV room. If only you could shoot time. Yeah, it's been done. Well, I've done it once. Oh, what a weird lock. It dissolves. Like a monster from Doom 3. And we found a new save point. Am I being eaten outside of this screen right now? No. False alarm. So we definitely want to cut down to the lower floor now. And just when you think it's over, it's only just beginning. That seems to be the way of Silent Hill. Dream elevators are the least cooperative. They never take you where you want. Yeah, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them, really. And I have never thrown an elevator at all. Done. Have you ever suplexed a train? I think that comes up from time to time in video games. So, the room with the question mark is locked. And there's no other way in? What the heck? I must not understand. I still say they should add a special monk LB3 for that one fight. I'm not sure I know what an LB3 is. Do you mean if you push in the left stick? Oh, limit break. Okay. That makes more sense. We always want to break our limits. You throwing up teeth in there, bud. You never want to hear a heave and then rattling. You sound like you're coming from there, not through there.
Hey, who's there?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
They saw me banging on the
I didn't do it,
counter.
I swear.
Hey, are you okay?
I didn't do anything. He was like that when I got here.
He... Oh, you mean the man back there? In the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill him.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not saying that you did. Look, my name is James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie Gordo. I used to be in Tekken.
Do you live here, Eddie?
No. I'm not even from this town. It's just...
Something brought you here.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Well, they came at me. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. I came here. Figured it might be safe, but then I found the guy in the fridge.
Easy, deep breaths. Look, this place, it's not safe.
You should go to the bowling alley,
Things,
where it is safe.
this whole town.
How old is Eddie supposed to be? Yes.
Might be best if you just get out of here.
Skedaddle.
Yeah, you're
Hit
right.
the trail.
Hey, you want to come with? Maybe together we can find a way out of this town.
Oh, sorry, but I can't
I
leave.
couldn't even guess within 10
yet.
years how old he's supposed to be. I could not do it.
I need to find someone.
Oh.
And, Eddie, be careful.
Yeah. You too.
Ugh. Oh, that's enough of that. Poor Eddie. If I try to click on it again, what happens?
Eddie, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. I guess.
Alright. Well, I did say I had enough of him doing that, so... Oh, football. I've heard of that. Power sport. As opposed to one of those weak sports. Yep, those are football things. Oh. Oh, shit. Are you threatened by that? I don't like printers either, man. But you gotta keep it in your pants a little bit. Oh, what's going on outside? Rooftop shenaniganity. Oh, so many shenaniganities. Do I want to go out there? I don't really know why I want to go out there if I do. Let me check the door. Oh. I didn't even look at that when I came in. Eddie just presumed we were more observant. And oddly enough, my character seemed to agree. Oh yeah, he's in a pitch black room right now, vomiting. He's so ashamed he doesn't even want to see himself in the dark. Oh, because this room is just open. There's no door to be had. Okay. So... I assume I can climb back in. They're not making a beeline for me. I think I need to get to that. I don't love it. Yeah, let's see that spray. That ocean spray. Cranberry juice. Yeah, get that spray. He loves it. James can't get enough of that juice. Alright, that was fruitful. Oh, unlocked? Where the hell does that put me, though? Oh, the central corridor. I'm gonna need some more health, though, pretty soon. I'll just go save, since it's right here. There's not really any harm in doing that. Yeah, I guess they were right when they said it's this way to hell. So we've got 4 of them still to deal with. And I have a feeling we're not really meant to just run in there. I mean, I could try that, but... is there any more ammo around? I could probably lead them all to one side. Oh, can I just jump in and out anywhere? Oh, it's all chained up. Rude. Now, this seems like a tremendous waste of ammo to try and take them all out. I'd like them to be on the other side of this if possible. Over here, guys. Oh, my light doesn't work. Oh, it does. It's just you can't see it at all. Alright, good enough. Oh, we've got to actually, like, jump in. Yeah, take your time, buddy. It's fine. We got all the time you need. What's this? Oh, that's padlocked, right? He sometimes gets really weird with doors. Do they know how to go through doors? I'm gonna say no. Yeah, they do! Oh, shit! It's a standoff. Well, that was absolutely scripted, but in the best way. No. Really? You're gonna take the advantageous position from that. I got outsmarted by a freaking sack of shit. What does that say about me, then? Nothing good. Oh, no. Am I injured? Definitely, right? I need, like, a Resident Evil style... what is my health bar? I ruined my beautiful shirt. I shouldn't have microwaved that glow stick. Oh, yeah, I'm injured. Alright, we're gonna do a injection, then, and be out of health. Just in time. Okay, so we've got 2 coins. What's the correct number of coins? 3? More? 3. 3 bright coins and 5 holes B. So we need... What did we get? A snake? I didn't even look at it, really. Hang on. Snake on one side. Oh, the reverse depicts a flower. Okay. So we got flower and we got man coin. Oh god, that sounds like I just minted a cryptocurrency. Please, no man coin. I don't know, what's left? Too late, it's been spoken. Yeah, we're pumping and dumping all night. Elon's been pumping and dumping all over his friends. Sorry, that was inappropriate. That was way too far. All over the nation. Somehow that makes it less egregious when you say that. What? Okay, not this floor, I guess. What other floors do we have? Oh, there's hundreds of them. 201 has a circle on the door. Oh, right. Floor 3 is a whole other floor to do. I think I'm going to stop here and say, if you would like to see this apartment block turn into absolute hell, maybe we'll do that tomorrow? I don't know. The viewership's really bad for this game, so I'm not sure I'll do another session, but this seems really good, though. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I really don't know what more I could have asked for from a Silent Hill 2 remake. If I could tweak the settings to get it back to 60, that would probably be the only thing, but again, that's not their fault. I'm quite happy with it. I would recommend it. Which I really didn't expect at all, to have this be the result. A few little patches probably need to happen here and there, get that flicker under control, but it's such a minor issue. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I have to play the whole thing before I can really render a proper judgment on it, but this is a strong start. Oh. Did you see that? I had him facing the window, and then the light came out of where the camera was pointed. That's funny. So it's projected from the camera's ray trace, not from the actual sight of the light. He turns to face it, though, so he knows it was not meant to be. Well, today I learned. Right. Well, I suppose that'll do it for now. I hope you enjoyed a look at Silent Hill 2.